Friday. It's Friday, y'all.
It's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday.
Look, I need y'all to act like it's Friday. I mean,
Listen.
look. I should have gave y'all an assignment. So we got Fabulous Friday, we got Freaky Friday, we got Fun Fridays, we got Fantastic Fridays. What else y'all got? Audience, what y'all got for Friday? What kind of Friday y'all having? It starts with an F.
Fabulous. It's Friday, honey. It's Friday. We still gotta work.
Y'all ain't got no F's? No.
It's free. Look, it's Freedom Friday. We looking to be free for the weekend.
I'll
take that one. I'll take that.
All right. Y'all ain't got no more. Audience, the audience helping us out. Let me see what they got, because y'all falling off. Never mind, that's Samantha. Samantha, we need a
Friday.
Yeah, we need some F words for Friday, y'all. Give us some F words for Friday. Anyway, y'all, it's Friday. Welcome to the Homebuyers Clubhouse. My name is Jessie Lynn. I am a triangle realtor with A to Z Realty. Welcome to the Homebuyers Clubhouse. Miss Erica, introduce yourself, sweetie.
Hey, I am Erica Batts. I'm a loan officer with New American Funding.
And Nicole.
I am Nicole Crawford. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Realty, working the service in the Greensboro Triad area.
Awesome. Everybody, today, look, first of all, let's talk about this. It is National Home Ownership Month. So I'm really excited about that. It's National Home Ownership Month. You guys, look, it's June. So this is the month of June. You're midway through the year. At the beginning of the year, some of you guys, y'all wanted to get a house and all of this. So yeah, it's National Home Ownership Month. So let's go. Now is the time. So yeah, today we are doing our home ownership series. This is Home Ownership Month. And we're going to talk about the first step to buying a home. And we always talk about this a lot. What's the first step to buying a home? Saving. So, last year our theme was Hot Girl Summer. This year our theme is we outside. So y'all, who have vacations planned or who's been on vacation already?
Yeah, no vacations for me right now. I got other stuff going on. However, I think just being outside, getting fresh air, going to events, things like that, is the way to go. And you don't necessarily have to go on vacation in order to be outside. So you can find a bunch of low-cost events, things like that. So you don't have to deny yourself. So you can still save and go outside.
Definitely, and with 2020, everybody wanted to go outside. So everybody outside. Nicole, you got any vacations outside, girl? You going outside, girl?
I think we have one thing planned for this summer, but really, truly, this is going to be our next 6 months to really sacrifice and pull back in our family. So I think we have one thing planned for my husband in July. And then after that, we're going to be creative. We put the pool up for Memorial Day. We're going to splish splash outside.
Yes, that's awesome. That's good. I miss my pool. My backyard so small. Makes me feel unsafe.
Get you a blow up and do something small. We had to get your feet in. Throw you some sand around there. Make it nice.
I told y'all I'm gonna get me a hot tub. But it was like I had to choose. It's hot tub or lipo. Hot tub or lipo. I had to choose. So we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out, y'all. All right, y'all. So we outside. We are doing our We Outside series, and today we're going to talk about some ways that you could save over the summer and kind of still have your hot girl summer and all that other stuff. So yeah, it's National Home Ownership Month. So the first thing y'all want to do is you want to build your savings account. You want to pay yourself about $250 per paycheck. You guys, it sounds like a lot, but you want to pay yourself first. And you're going to have to cut your spending. Nikki ain't here, but I know she's a crazy saver. Saving is not my thing. I save. I save, and I'm gonna tell you, look, let me back up because I do save. Like the money, whenever I get paid, my money does come out my check and it does go in my savings account. But if I didn't save that, I wouldn't really be saving anything else. It kind of goes in my accounts and it's just there. So yeah, I don't say, oh, I'm gonna save this. Does that make sense?
Right.
It goes in my savings account and it's there. I forget about it in a way, but I'm not saying I'm not intentionally doing it if it wasn't automatically doing it itself. Does that make sense?
It does. But I
Absolutely.
think that's the way most people you got to set it and forget it, because if you know that money is there, then you constantly finding things to do with it. It's like, "Oh, I know I was supposed to save that $500 this last month to get that
Mm.
house, but they just put that purse I've been looking at, they just put it on sale. And I'm gonna need to go get that." So, we do that because I know I do that.
I'm gonna
So,
zoom in because I just saw Nicole's face and she's like kind of back so far in there right now. But I
hmm
just saw her face. Nicole, what was that about down there in the bottom in that little hole that you were in just right now?
What,
Because the audience
what
couldn't really see
what
it.
you talking about?
yes.
Which face is that? Because you know I can't hold it, and nothing hides on my face. So which face was that?
You know
When
when
we
people
talking about
miss.
saving that money?
Right. But that
How's that?
purse but that purse went on
Li-
sale. So
Yeah, she said press
listen,
on until her eyes kind of did something.
hmm
What?
I will say this: when I have it and life is good, I can save. I think I'm probably like most of America, is that savings is not something I have in the past been able to do. So
Hmm.
when you're living paycheck to paycheck, it's harder to save than for us to say, okay, Monday is in abundance and I can put 250 over.
Right.
Savings for us started at $5 every paycheck. Then we started building up to where we can.
Yes.
I know at our household we've had some things that have happened and we've had to revert back to, okay, this is what we're gonna have to do because we got hit and had to use some savings. So it's something I'm able to do now. But
Hmm.
before, yeah, I'm not a shoes and purse type of person unless I have it in abundance. Now, if my paycheck is looking really good, Nicole can shop. But other than that, I'm not a big shopper like that. But now, if you say the kids need, oh, they can spend the
hmm
whole savings account, and I
Yeah.
will not blink to do it.
Swipe, swipe, swipe,
Okay.
swipe, 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 swipe. I've noticed
That's
that my
it.
daughter have her own like you know how the children's place is converted over to something else to another company or
Hmm.
whatever as they get older. And I mean, I can't swipe, 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 swipe. I'm with you on that, Nicole. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm with you on that one. But yeah, we have to be intentional about saving. And see, we're
Absolutely.
all guilty of it. And I like I said, if I didn't put it in my account, I know me, like Nicole, I'm not a shopper. I'm not a shopper. But if I need something for the house, yeah, let me get that. You know what? I need a larger laundry bin or something like that. I spent like $200 on one this morning. Like, and I know I shouldn't be spending money right now. I'm just like, I know I should, but it's just like, I'm gonna get it because I got it.
Yep.
But you got to be intentional about saving. You got to, you guys. So we got to do better. We're gonna do better.
Well, you got to
So,
treat yourself like a bill.
mm-hmm,
So just
Absolutely.
like if yours is, if whatever your savings goal is, if it's like, listen, I got to put $100 pay period away for myself, then you that has to be a bill. Just like you pay the light bill, you have to pay yourself.
definitely. All right, you guys. Today we are doing not hot girl summer. We are outside. We
We
outside
outside.
this summer. We're going to talk about ways to save and how to get outside, and some free ways to get outside this summer.
hmm
So you won't spend your money for your new home that you're saving up for. All right, so pay down those credit cards. Pay down those credit cards, and when you pay them down, I would highly suggest that you cut them up. But I'm like the worst person at trying to encourage people because
Say
look,
no.
y'all, I tell the truth. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, this is my issue. I tell the truth. So
I will say from a credit perspective. So I say it's not necessarily about cutting them up. It's learning how to use credit correctly so that it benefits you. So, when you out here with these credit cards, then use those credit cards to pay the things that you were already paying. A lot of people feel like in order to, when they get credit cards, they use it and, I'm out buying stuff that I may not necessarily, I'm buying the things that I want, all of those things. But
mhm,
in order to get credit, in order to have good credit, you have to use credit. So
definitely.
that's the thing. So just so yeah, you can always talk about learning how to use credit correctly.
Yeah, and that's definitely good. And one way that we're talking about paying down those cards also is make sure whatever your payment is, add an extra $100 to it. Now, look, we know a lot of people don't have it. So we're saying do what you can, but we want you to have that mindset that I'm going to pay down this credit card. So if you can only take that $100 and put it towards one card and get it down to that 10% utilization rate, do that. So pay down your cards, you guys, and keep them down. Don't go and do no extra shopping after you pay it down, as you know, because you're celebrating and you don't want to touch your money in your savings account. Just saying.
Well, use do your snowball method or your avalanche method or whichever method is going to work for you to go ahead and get those pay that extra money on one card. Then you take all that money and pay it towards another card if you need to be paying down a card. But yes, and I will say that we also have some credit changes coming in the next month that I think are going to help a lot of people out.
You can't talk about it?
Oh, no, I can talk about it. So it's not credit card debt. It's actually medical debt. So we have some medical debts out there for everybody who has medical collections and things on their credit. Starting July 1st, paid medical collection debt will no longer be included on your credit report. So that's going to help a lot of people boost their credit score up. And then in July, they'll have the time period before medical collection debt will appear on the report will be increased. Right now it's 6 months, but as of July 21st, it'll be a year. So you'll have a year from the time you incurred that debt to the time that until it appears on your credit report as a debt. So it gives you a lot more time to be able to pay that.
Hey, that's major. Can you say that again for like the people that's just coming in? Like, all right, so
yes,
what's changing?
Medical collections. So they're making some changes to those. So effective July 1st, if you have paid medical collection debt on your credit report, it is no longer going to be included. So for a lot of people, that's going to give you a boost in your credit score right there with those things not being on your credit. And then as of July 21st, the time goes from 6 months. So right now, if you have not paid your medical debt in 6 months, it will appear on your credit report. As of July 21st, it will be a year that it will appear on your credit report. So it gives you a lot more time to be able to pay it or make some payment arrangements.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we were talking about paying down your credit card. So as well. So yeah, let's go back to that. Just do your best whenever you're doing it. Nicole, you got any feedback on that?
I really don't, because I was going to say with me, I've really tried to change my mindset on the credit cards. I'm only allowing myself to put on there what I'm willing to pay in full. Okay, so because I do my bills for the month at the end of every month, so I know exactly what's coming out. I know what I have going on. I know what income I'm having coming in. So if I'm only willing and know that I want to squeeze something out in another area, I'm only willing to put $200 or $300. That's all I'm gonna spend. That way, when I hit that bill, all I'm putting up there is what I'm willing to put on there. It is not I'm not putting myself in a bind over anything. Because I do like to do other things. Like I don't like to shop, but I like to eat.
That's great advice. I'm telling you.
But just like you were talking about, you like to eat, then you can look at, okay, so instead of going out for dinner, I'm gonna go out for lunch. So sometimes it's just making those little changes where you may not be spending as much, to go out and do, or I'm going for breakfast or something like that.
Look, I remember y'all, and it's all for me right now. I'm laughing and joking about it, but I remember the mindset that I had whenever I bought my house. I was very intentional about it. So you could really do it. Right now, I'm a homeowner, so I'm a little sloppy with my cards and all of that, very sloppy with it. But whenever I am like, I got on this card. Got too many cards. But I'm real sloppy with my credit. Not my credit, but my debt. But anyway, be intentional. You got to get in that mindset and you got to be intentional about it. Because I remember when back then I requested when I got my taxes, and this is something for you guys to do next year. When I got my tax refund around that time, I got a paper check. I didn't have it direct deposited. I got a paper check, and I held on to that paper check because I knew that I wanted to save that whenever I bought my house. So I was very intentional. And around that time, same thing with my credit cards. I kept my debt low. I knew it. I did my research. And a lot of people, they make this credit thing and this home ownership thing a little bit more complicated than what it is. It's so simple, you guys. Now, I know a lot of people, their situation right now is their issue is money. They need to save. And look, it's not my place to judge anybody because, I feel like if you want something, you're gonna put your mind to it so you can get it. You may not be approved for the amount of house that you want, cool. But as far as getting your credit score to where it wanna be, that should be like the easiest thing right now. Unless, like I said, you got a lot of debt and you have a lot of medical bills and different things on that you can't pay off right now. But if you have small stuff, and the majority of people have small things on their credit, because for us, our mindset has been so bad in our neighborhoods, we haven't even had the chance to get a lot of credit to have so much debt that we can't pay it off. Do you see what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So a lot of the times we probably only have about $2,000 on our credit report, and our score is only like 400 because we just chose not to pay it off. Does that make sense? Am I? And y'all,
a lot of times it's
wrong.
A lot of times it's an education thing as well, as far as, nobody teaches you how to use credit. We all got our first job, and we were immediately thinking about what we were going to buy with that credit card, with our paycheck. So then once we got credit, and it was like, okay, so I can buy it now and pay for it later. But then they don't tell you about, how paying that $20 on that credit card, how you can pay that forever. Because I remember when I first started with credit in college, and you charging pizzas, stuff like that. But by the time you look at how much I actually paid for that pizza, by the time I paid the interest, yeah,
definitely. But like you said, I was same thing. I got a secured card back then. I remember got a secured card, and I remember I went to Burger King and the card was declined. Like, yo, hold on, I pay on this card every month. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that we don't know about credit in our neighborhoods. I told y'all I filed for bankruptcy. I didn't realize, I didn't have to file for bankruptcy to fix my credit. I didn't know that. That was the only way that I knew that commercial, you want to start fresh, you want a fresh start, you want this. I didn't even really have any bad credit because, like I said, the only way I knew how to build it was a secured card, and that card was maxed out. And then I was broke, and then I got to a point where I couldn't pay it off. So it was and it was probably like $200, $300, maybe $500 at the most. Probably, I want to say about $200. But all I'm saying is, the way our mindset is, and if we want to get to that point, we can do it if we sit there and we focus on it. I joke around a lot, but I know you guys can do it.
Yeah, I think a lot of times we get in the hole and don't know how to get out.
Yes.
But there are consumer credit counseling agencies that will help you. That's their sole job, is to sit down with you and help figure out either a debt repayment plan or give you advice on how to get where you want to be.
And that 500 credit score could go from here to here like that. And like I said, it could be something minor. You probably got like a $500 credit limit and your card is at 501 or something. It could be something small and you only have like 2 credit cards. So don't let your credit discourage you. This is not like the worst part of home ownership. But I got off because we were talking about saving summer and all that.
We outside.
We outside. So what we're going to do is we need to add some additional streams of income, you guys. Like I said, we're planning our hot girl summer. You guys want to save. We trying to save and we trying to get this house. Wait, we outside. Hot girl summer. I'm still on that, But yeah, you want to pick up like a part-time, a side gig. It's different things that you could do. Some kind of side hustle to make some extra money. I know it's in our group somewhere on here. If you look in our group, we have a long list of different side hustles that you guys can do. And believe me, if y'all need to know some, I've had all of them. So let me know. I got you. Y'all got anything y'all want to add?
No, I would suggest putting your house savings in a separate account, because a lot of times, like we said, out of sight, out of mind.
Yep.
So, if you have, like, even with this part-time job, set up your direct deposit where it's going into this other account. So you don't see it, you don't worry about it. And next thing you know, you'll be like, oh, I got $10,000 in there. Or
and look,
that's where you want your tax refund to go, or whatever it is.
And it adds up quick. And remember, the first step was to try to put about $250 of your money in there. That $250, that's part of your side hustle. That's all of that. That was the very first step. So yeah, before you know it, that $250 every week or whenever how often you get paid, it's gonna add up quick. Out of sight, out of mind. So yeah, that was great advice.
Well, put
So
what you
yeah,
can in there. So if you can't do 250, put whatever it is that you can in there.
thank you.
You gotta start somewhere.
I'm telling you, my every 2 weeks I got paid bi-weekly, and I did $75 every time I got paid. But that $75 added up quick. But what we're saying right now is we want you to challenge yourself. For me, you know, with my business or whatever. Shoot, the year before I probably made $0 after you wrote some stuff off in taxes and all of that. But I got a coach. I hired a coach, and I'm telling you how this worked. I hired a coach or whatever from my business. And the coach was very expensive, you guys. So I ain't even gonna tell you how much I was paying because it was like very expensive. I couldn't even afford it, but I did it anyway. I got a coach or whatever. And that was one thing. Like, what's your goal? How much do you want to make this year? All right, now double it. So once I doubled it, I knew that I had to work harder, 3 times harder. I didn't need 2 times, 3 times harder, probably 4 to 5 times, because you know what? Like I said, I was initially at 0. My amount that I wanted to make was this, and I had to double what I wanted to make. But I made what I want. I didn't make that goal, that double goal, but I made what I wanted. I made what I wanted, plus some more on top of that, plus some more on top of that, plus some more on top of that. So all I'm saying is this 250 may seem like a lot, but if you change your mindset and you make yourself, you have your mind set up that you're going to do that 250, you're going to do that 250. But if you keep telling yourself that you can't save 250 a week, you're not going to save 250 a week. So like I said, you may have some weeks you can only do 100, but I can guarantee you it's more than that 50 that you initially said that you were going to save. So that's all I'm saying. You need to think big, and you need to double your goal and what you think you can do, because you're going to work harder to change everything around, and you're going to change your mindset.
Yeah, and there's other things like we can do, like you can do envelope. You know, there's envelope challenges where you put a certain amount on 100 envelopes. You know, 1 through 100 or 1 through 250 or whatever it is.
Right.
Save and put that amount in an envelope. There's also, I've seen $5 challenges, $10 challenges. So if you're a big cash person, then every time I get a $5 bill, I'm gonna put it in the stack, and I'm just gonna keep stacking every $5 until I, you know, at the end of the year, then I'm gonna look and say, oh, well, how much do I have?
Definitely. So don't start off setting yourself up for failures by saying, I can tell I didn't get my acupuncture treatment yesterday, because I had been doing better, y'all, with my mouth and my. Don't start setting yourself up for failure, you guys, by thinking low. Always start high, think big, and know that you can do it. If you go in there saying that you can't do it, you're not going to do it. You gotta be positive about it. All right, the next thing is, and we've already talked about this, is building your credit score. And we said this earlier. This should be like the easiest thing on your list. This should be the easiest thing. And like I said, when you look at it, don't let that discourage you, because it could be something so simple. And stop listening to everybody else. Go talk to your lender, somebody, have a professional to help them pull your credit. But stop listening to everybody else. Y'all got anything y'all want to add to that?
I was going to say credit. There are so many free resources out there that you can do yourself. And I know a lot of us get caught up in, there's nothing wrong with credit repair or anything like that. But a lot of us get caught up in the fact that we don't want to do it ourselves. Come on now.
Definitely.
It's one of the biggest purchases of your life, and you don't want to work for it.
Yes. And but the thing is, that money that you could be saving, that you're paying somebody to fix your credit, which could only take you about 10-15 minutes to fix your own credit. And I'm telling you guys, the first time is going to take the longest, because you're going to have to look at your credit report. But the other times it's going to take you like 10 to 15 minutes to fix your credit report, to send a letter off each month. That money that you're taking, you could be saving that money and putting that money in your pocket. Thank you, Sakiti. I hope I ain't messing your name up. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. But yeah, and like you said, annual credit report, they'll give it to you. So y'all name them, roll them off. I'm sorry, Nicole. I ain't mean to.
That's it.
Yeah, so it is annual credit report. Right now, they're allowing you to get your credit your credit report, you can get normally it was once a year you could get one. We've had some breaches, so now right now you can get one every week, every month. You can get
Definitely.
your credit report so you can see what's on there. And I know a lot of people not like sites like Credit Karma, things like that. That's a good resource to monitor your credit report. It's not good for your credit score, but it's great to monitor your credit report.
Mm-hmm. And when you see something pop up, you can go. Don't do your disputes online, by the way, you guys. Don't do your disputes online. But like she said, you can monitor your report. Like, hold on, what's this? Who is this that's reporting this? Nah, that ain't right. You can go ahead and do your disputes that way, but don't do them online. Don't do your disputes.
Now, sometimes I will also say that it will, it allows you to keep up to date. Because like I had a old power bill that they sent to a wrong address. But until it popped up on my credit report, and I was just like, you didn't pay your, I was like, wait a minute, I pay my bills. What you mean? And when I checked, it was like, oh, well, we sent it to such and such address. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not my address, but let me pay you your money. So, things like that. But my credit score dropped like 24 points that month.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, especially like while you're buying a house, because I've had some of my clients and we teach them to keep your eye on your credit and don't add anything to your credit while you're buying a house. Don't do that. And I've had clients say, hey, Jesse, this just popped up. I don't know what this is, or, So monitor your report and stay ahead of it, because that way you can talk to your loan officer. But Nicole, you wanted to say something. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say, I've had conversations with a lot of people recently that they're like, well, my credit score keeps going up and down. It's going to do that. I'm not quite sure where we get the mindset that it's not going to move and it only moves up. It will move up and down as we start working on it. It may drop first before it comes back up. So those things are normal. Just don't stop. A lot of people get frustrated as soon as it does that first drop. They're like, oh, this is not working, and they give up. There's a lot. Just keep going at it. It will start back to rise. It will start rising again. I promise you that.
And and like we were saying earlier, have that mindset like, okay, cool, you only need a 580, but you know what? You're going to aim for a 720. You're going to aim for this. You're going to aim for that. And when you have that mindset, you're going to work 3 times as harder to get to where you need to be. Yeah, you can get approved at 640. You can get approved at 580, but have a different mindset and set the bars a little bit higher versus just giving it the minimum.
And I will say, just stay in contact with your loan officer so we can talk about what is going to apply for your situation. So I tell people, once I approve you, anytime you're thinking about making a change, let's have a conversation. Because a lot of people think, well, I got to pay off everything. Sometimes that may hurt you paying off everything. So once I pull your credit, now I can see, okay, this is what you need to do. So I want you to take this $5,000 you were going to pay this loan off with, and I want you to, you're going to put that on your loan. You're going to do this. So we'll come up with a strategy that applies for you. But, when you're trying to take blanket advice from everybody, it's like, well, such and such told me that they did this.
Yeah.
But, that might have been 5 years ago, and things have changed, just like with the medical debt. Now that's a change that's happening, that, maybe you don't have to worry about that medical bill that you had paid off 2 years ago that's bringing your credit score down.
Definitely. Shoot, back in the day, you can write on a piece of paper that you're going to buy somebody's house. And still maybe buy it. I'm not an attorney. Who knows? But now you may want to have some extra verbiage and all kinds of stuff in there. I've had somebody send me an offer, y'all, typed up in an email. I'm not lying. But anyway, so let's move on. So let's get familiar. Let's get familiar in your spare time to learn. Get familiar with the home buying process. Join a group. How about a group? It's an awesome group. It's called the Home Buyers Clubhouse. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. I think on Facebook it's called Home Buyers Clubhouse. I'm telling you, learn the resources. Go to workshops. Go to these free workshops. Just learn about the home buying process. Get familiar with it. Talk to a real estate agent. Talk to a lender. We have a few of those in the Home Buyers Clubhouse as well. So talk to them, you guys. We can help you guys. That's why we are here. We're here to help you guys. The last thing is we were talking about mindset. You need to check your circle. You need to team up with about 4 boss ladies, 4 boss men. I'm telling you guys, If you are who you hang around, if you are hanging around somebody that's thinking positive and they're on the same wave as you, your thinking and your mindset is going to change as well. 4 of them. That's all you need. 4.
That's it.
Go on, y'all. I'm listening.
That's it.
Y'all got any feedback?
See, that's why I hang out here in the home buyers clubhouse, because it's all the boss ladies in here.
Bosses. What Beyonce? Boss. Anyway, y'all ain't got anything y'all want to add before we go? Y'all good? Everybody good? All right, y'all. So we outside this summer. We outside. Y'all need to get out there for free. Again, it's National Home Ownership Month. You need to start the first step of the home buying process. You need to save. Some things you need to do is you need to build a savings account. You need to pay down your credit. You need to add additional streams of income, build your credit score, and get familiar with the home buying process. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Home Buyers Clubhouse. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Jessie Lynn. I am a Triangle Realtor with A to Z Realty. You can reach me at 919-818-9854. Miss Erica.
Hey, I am Erica Batts. I'm your loan officer with New American Funding. You can reach me at 919-608-7916.
Nicole.
I am Nicole Crawford. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Realty, servicing the Greensboro Triad area, and I can always be reached on my cell, which is 336-457-3007.
You guys, you can find all of us in the clubhouse. You can find us on Facebook in our private group and on our page at Home Buyers Clubhouse. You can find us on YouTube at The Home Buyers Clubhouse. And you can also reach us at www.thehomebuyerclubhouse.com. We go live every Wednesday and every Friday at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. We outside. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, y'all, I got to get the outro going on.